Whether it's learning about earnings estimates, exploring the Zacks rank, or adding to your financial toolkit, get the education and resources to help you become a more successful investor here on Investing the Zacks Way. Today we have a little bit of a different Investing the Zacks Way for you. I'm going to bring Kevin Matris, our top stock screener here at Zacks and head of our Research Wizard division, in, and he's going to talk about screening on this particular segment. And I see that you're going to focus on some of the screening resources on Zacks.com, correct?
That's right. You know, today I wanted to kind of take a step back. You know, we do a lot of screening articles. I read a lot of articles for Zacks.com. We do the Screen of the Week piece right down here. And I will typically show unique ways to screen for stocks, or we will show how to build proven profitable trading strategies. And I will generally use the Research Wizard to demonstrate all of this. But today I wanted to talk about why screening is so important. And I wanted to show people how they can get started screening all on their own just by using the screener that we have on Zacks.com.
Now, I never thought about screening as a component to one's investment strategy or process until you and I started working together. I have to be honest with you. Tell us why screening can be important to one's investing process.
Well, I would say, first off, the reason why you want to use a screener, the short answer would be because there's 10,000 stocks out there and you need a way to find the good ones. The long answer really is that aside from buying stocks that you hear talked about on TV or that you see in newspapers or on the internet, not to mention tips from a friend, you need a way to be able to find stocks that meet certain fundamental criteria, stuff that you're truly looking for. And you know, if for a lot of people, even though they've never used a screener or they don't even envision themselves using a screener, they still do their screening in one way or another. They may hear that a stock has a certain growth rate or hear that a stock has a certain PE ratio or sales surprise or whatever. So then they find themselves listening to the TV or scanning newspapers to try to find stocks that meet that fundamental criteria, but it's a very hit and miss thing. The whole idea is that if you're truly trying to find stocks in certain categories or certain industries or that meet certain fundamental criteria, you can do this quickly and easily with a stock screener. And the real benefit is that aside from it being a big time saver and a great convenience, I think it's a way to keep good, new, different stocks on your radar screen because quite frankly, I think one of the reasons why so many people are not seeing the kinds of returns they hope to see in their own trading account is because they don't know of new stocks to get into. They find themselves in these mediocre stocks, but they don't know of anything better to get into. And I think that people's knowledge, their universe of familiar stocks is relatively small, and I think this limits their opportunity of getting into better stuff. And here at Zacks, we have made the screening process very simple, very easy, and very intuitive.
All very interesting points.
Yes.
And I do understand the importance of this now. So then let's go to Zacks.com. Where on Zacks.com can one find our screener?
Well, let me show you. Once you're on the site, just go to the screening tab at the top of the page. Let's click it. And then you're going to see a submenu beneath there, and you'll see all the different features that are available on the site. But all you have to do really is just scroll down, and you'll be able to see all the different things you have access to. For one, you'll see the latest Screen of the Week article front and center. You'll see my smiling picture staring back at you. Beneath there, you'll have other screening education articles and different ideas on how to create screens. Off to the right, you'll see a profit track section, and these are cool too because there's a lot of predefined screens that we have already created that have proven to be profitable in the past. To access these, just click on any one of these strategies, low price stocks for instance. Once that page pops up, you'll see a short description as to what the screen is trying to do. You'll see the newest and latest stocks that are coming through the screen, and if you click on the track details, it'll take you to another page and you can actually see how successful this strategy has performed in the past. Pretty cool. And there's 9 of these profit tracks. If you want to access any of our other predefined screens, it's very easy to do. Just click on the Predefined tab on the submenu. There you'll see we've got some basic screens. These are some predefined screens that we've created. You have a premium tab. These are predefined screens that we've created that actually utilize the Zacks rank. You have to be a premium member to get access to these. But again, these are pretty cool. You also have access to the profit tracks again as well. Now, we talked about profit tracks just a second ago. If you are a free user of Zacks.com, you'll get access to some of the profit tracks. To get access to all of the profit tracks and the premium screens, like we just said, you do have to be a premium member because, again, they access the Zacks rank. Anyways, if you want to create your own screen from scratch, very easy to do, you would go to the custom screener link off to the left. Once you do, the main page pops up, and you'll see that you have a new screen tab. This is what you would click on to clear all of the stuff that happens to be in your screener, and you can start building a new screen from scratch. You have a My Screens tab. This is where you can save your screens and retrieve these the next time you come to the site. And then you have the Predefined tab again. This is where you can access all of those predefined screens that we just got done showing you. But if you want to build your own screens, it's very easy. You'll see that we have all of the data organized between a categories window and a criteria window. We have 19 different categories, and there's about 130 different fundamental data items to pick and choose from. And the categories range from popular items to company descriptors. You have the Zacks rank and Zacks recommendation section. Again, this is available for premium members. And then you have a bunch of other categories such as EPS estimates and EPS growth rates. Another thing that's kind of cool is that if you're new to screening, if you click on this little question mark, a definition box will pop up. It will tell you what the definition of the item is, and it will even give you reasonable ranges so you have a base point to start from. Very, very cool, especially if you're very new to screening. But let's say you are a premium member and you want to create your own screen from scratch. It's very easy. Click on Zacks rank and recommendation, for instance. And let's say you wanted to find companies with a Zacks rank of a 1. So all I would do is I would drop down my operator box. I would choose the equals operator. 1 is already selected. I'll click on Add, and now I see that item has been added to my screen. All I have to do is hit Run Screen, and then a list of all of the newest Zacks number 1s pops up. Pretty cool. And if I click on the ticker, a quote box will pop up for even more information. And I can also access different charts and other stuff by clicking on the charts link. So it's very cool and very easy to use. And I would also say too, that when you're on the screening page, you may want to check out our new beta stock screener. Let's click on this. Let's open up this window just a bit. Here we have a brand new screener. We have redesigned it with a bunch of different colors and a lot of additional functionality. And I would say check it out, and we want your feedback. So give us your feedback because we want to make this screener online as good as it possibly can be, and this is going to be the standard very, very soon. I should also mention too that we have a mutual fund screener as well. You can access this by clicking on that little link. And what we have done here at Zacks is we have made screening for mutual funds just as easy as screening for stocks.
You know, I'm on Zacks.com quite a bit looking for information in the work that I do, but I don't think that I've ever realized all of the screening resources that we actually had on the site.
Right. You know, there's a lot of great stuff there, but since we're talking about screening, I can't talk about screening without at least mentioning the Research Wizard.
Oh, apparently, because that's your baby.
You know, screening is the first step, and, you know, there's very capable tools on Zacks.com, but I think backtesting is another step. And with the Research Wizard, you have the ability of screening and then backtesting your strategies to see how successful they've been in the past. And the whole idea is you want to know, is my screen generally finding stocks that go up once they've been identified, or is my screening strategy generally finding stocks that get buried once they've been identified? This is very good stuff to know, especially in today's marketplace. And all you have to do is when you're on that screening page on Zacks.com, there is a Research Wizard link off to the left. Click it, you can sign up for a 2-week free trial, and you can start backtesting your strategies right away.
All right, I appreciate you walking everyone through this. Apparently a lot of great information on the website, and now I even understand, and hopefully our viewers do too, why screening is an important, integral part of everyone's investment process. And since it truly looks easy to use,
yes.
and if it's easy for me, then it's probably easy for even the most novice beginner out there. They can get started right away.
Yes.
And looks like there's a lot of power behind all of these tools, even for the seasoned screeners, so they're
right.
not left out of the process either.
Absolutely.
All
Very
right.
easy to get started.
Kevin, thanks. I appreciate the time and appreciate you explaining that. And there you have our special edition of Investing the Zacks Way. More tools for you to use when you are trying to learn how to invest the Zacks Way. With Kevin Matris, I'm Terry Ruffalo.